All right.
You got to pay people first to fire people.
Dude, you're so overpaid. Leave that. What's up, people?
Thursday.
It is Thursday.
Yep.
We are continuing our super series.
I like that better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
About how to get through this seller's market.
Yep.
This crazy market. Today we are talking about what to expect as a seller. So, your house on the market, right?
Yep.
You are a seller, and you have been told lots of things.
The world is your oyster, you've been told.
Right. What is real? So first of all,
Yeah.
all right, let's talk about pricing the house. Mm-hmm. Yes, you can push your price a little bit as a seller, 100%. You still cannot pull a price out of your rear end and just make it up.
Yeah.
If the comps are going to 450, whatever, you still can't price your house at 550. That's just not how it works. In fact, I will say, to somebody who does mostly listings, that the appraisals have gotten even tougher.
Yeah.
This is not, 2005, 6, 7, 8. This is not the times like that where it was just a runaway market.
You just do whatever you want.
In fact, I feel like the lenders have gotten tighter to make sure we're not doing that again. Yeah.
I got an appraisal back the other day that called out that we gave seller credit and inflated our price. Like it said, you inflated your price to give back seller credit.
Right.
That doesn't count.
Yeah.
And we didn't do that, but that the lender's looking for.
Sure. Yeah.
So
it's
nuts.
Yeah. Still price your house correctly. Now, if your house is worth more to the market, let's say you price your house at 400 and the market deems it worth more, it will get dealt with in the offer situation. Mm-hmm. Somebody might come in at 410, 415, 420. You still will have to deal with the appraisal. But that is a much better situation than pricing your house at 500 and then it sits on the market, because then you'll end up losing money.
Right.
Okay, so that's number one. Still price your house correctly. Number two, okay, you have to deal with showings.
Yeah.
So if you are living in your house, the showings are going to be nonstop and they will be intense. The good news is they'll probably be intense for 72 hours.
Yeah.
Okay, but they will be intense,
yeah.
right? I don't know. Grab a hotel downtown for a weekend.
Yeah.
It's you just get out of your house. That's the best way to do it. I feel for people, that have kids or pets or extra family that live with them. But it is tough to do showings when you live in the house.
Tough.
We understand that.
But luckily, like you said, it's probably going to be quick.
Right.
If you did step one correctly and you listed your price correctly,
right.
or you listed your house at the correct price.
Right.
You will be inconvenienced for 36
That's
hours,
right.
maybe 3 days.
Yeah.
It's going to be terrible. It's going to be whatever it is. But then you'll be under contract, probably for more than you thought you could have gotten.
Totally, yeah. And then, you will have to then sift through multiple offers.
Yep.
Right? But hopefully you have a good listing agent.
Yep.
Hopefully their names are Quincy or Marc. You have good, and we'll explain everything to you. Mm-hmm. And we'll tell you why this offer might be better than this offer, and you'll make a well-informed decision on which offer to take, okay?
And if you've looked at, it still holds true today, if you looked at some of our previous videos, it's not always about taking the highest offer.
That is true.
There are a bunch of other things you need to pay attention to, especially when we just talked about appraisals being nuts.
Right.
If the listing agent says your house is probably worth $425, we can push $425, and you get $500,
right?
You can take it.
Yeah.
But then just know that 20 days later, you're gonna have to lower the price by $75,000.
Totally, yeah.
So it's not always about the highest price, but
That's right.
It's nuts.
And I would say the last thing to expect as a seller to not get all riled up about is expect delays. Mm-hmm. So it's not because people are goofing off, it's not even because there's issues in the process. The buyer, their loan is falling apart. It's just things are crazy. As a listing agent, your natural inclination, or as a seller, your natural inclination is to push everything as fast as possible.
Sure.
Fastest settlement, fastest contingencies, all this stuff. And then you get into it and you realize that home inspectors are booked 2 and 3 weeks out.
At least, yeah.
Appraisers are booked 2 weeks out. All the lenders, processors are working from home. Things just take time now. So sometimes, if you get a contract with 60 days and both agents are respectful with each other and you are not in a rush, sometimes that's an easier situation. Nobody's being forced to do anything super fast. Nobody's rushed.
Right.
Make sure the buyer's qualified. But just know if you're trying to push it for 30 days, there's a good chance it's going to extend.
Yeah.
And there's not a reason why, just things are taking longer.
Yeah. And it's not the end of the world.
It's not the end of the world.
Just like I've said this to my clients more often because we're losing out on houses. Like at the end of the day, like it's just real estate.
Yeah.
We'll find one.
Yeah.
You'll find one that you love. But just try to be chill. Just think about like the grand scheme of things. At the end of the whole process, you will be making out.
Right.
It's as a seller, like this is your time.
Yeah.
So.
And the one word of caution I'll give to sellers: if you are a seller who is selling your house and then moving to buy a new house, and you need to be contingent,
This is good advice.
That's a very, very tough situation because one, nobody wants to take your contingency, and then two, it's very risky to get your house under contract first and then go non-contingent, right? Now, obviously, if you can afford it, just go non-contingent, right? That's the best way to do it. But if you are waiting till afterwards and you're contingent, just please make sure you have enough time to do that.
Yep.
Make sure you have a rent back set up, or you just have enough time, because you're going to endure the same craziness that the buyers have just endured getting your house.
Yep.
But the problem is you will be homeless if your contingency expires. So just make sure you have all that set up ahead of time.
Yeah.
Cool. I think we're done. That was good.
This is all great advice. This whole week has just been fantastic.
I agree. Tomorrow.
We're really good at this.
You're cocky. All right, bye.